Alright folks, Rich again with an update on my new storage cabinet. I went through and stapled the back on. Probably excessive, moving too fast for you, but that will definitely help it sturdy, keep it more sturdy. So I stapled the back. I also went through and tightened up all those little screw thingies, and I had to put some glue on that side because the screw was actually stripped out of the wood. So I put some glue on there. I've got a clamp on it to hold it tight until it dries. And it's got, well, you can't see that one, but you can see that one. Those little plastic thingies, those are all just plastic. They screw onto the head of a bolt, and you tighten it, you twist it you twist it clockwise and it tightens it up. Most of these were loose. They've got these things throughout, you know, pretty much every piece in here. I went through there first and tightened those all up. So that contributes to the majority of the problem right there, is that most of those were loose and the back was coming off. So I got that, I tightened up all those little plastic screws. I stapled the back on, so that's going to keep it a lot sturdier than it was before. I got the drawers over here, and the same thing with the drawers. They've got these those same little plastic screws thingies right there and there. Almost all of those were loose. I'm surprised it wasn't actually falling apart with how loose most of them were. And these things are just plastic pins that they just push into a hole that's in this back piece right here. So there's no screw on there. So I just tapped all those in good. I snugged up the little screws holding on the shelf rails. So I snugged up all of those, and so the drawers should be good. I didn't see anything bent and out of shape as far as the sliders go, and before I even took it apart, all the drawers seemed to work okay, so I'm not worried about the sliders. The biggest concern was getting the frame part sturdy again, and I think I may have done it. Only time will tell. So I got some wood glue on that to hold that together. Tightened up all those. I put the back on. I was thinking about grabbing another piece of maybe some kind of, I don't know, a wood or an L bracket or something, and actually screwing that in again separately. But I don't know, we'll see how that holds. So we should be good for now on this. I'm contemplating maybe rigging up some caster wheels for the bottom. Rig up some wheels to put on the bottom so I can actually move it around a little bit, or at least make it so that I can shift it around if need be. Now I just got to find a level spot in here to put it. I'm not sure where I want to put this yet exactly. I mean, I could literally put it anywhere I want to. It's not like I'm short on space, but I want it to be, I don't know, somewhere accessible, I suppose. So yeah, there you have it. That was quick, and really I think it's only been maybe half an hour since I shot the last video. Maybe half an hour. Which brings me to a tip that I was originally going to shoot a video on, was knowing where your resources are. I know I've at least touched on it before, but I was on a live webinar this afternoon with one of my mentors, and she was talking about, you know, time management and stuff, and she was talking about one of the big time eaters with people is searching for things. And I can attest to that big time, because if you've been paying any attention to my background, I got stuff all over the place. Like I mentioned before, I feel like I'm still just moving in, trying to get stuff organized and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, I waste a lot of time looking for stuff, like looking for a particular tool that I know I have somewhere. I just don't remember where it's at. So, but yeah, I mean, as far as tools go, all mechanics and mechanics in general can attest to that. Anybody that works with tools on a regular basis, they can attest to that. You have to know where your resources are. You have to know where your stuff is, your glues, your adhesives, your drill bits, your hammers and wrenches, and little knickknacks that maybe you only use once every couple of years. You have to remember where that stuff is. You have to know where it is. And that's on the shop side. If you want to go into the business side, one of the top things that come into my mind is knowing, you have to know where your resources are as far as on your computer. If you've got, I'm sure if you use your computer at all, you're familiar with bookmarking stuff. I've got tons and tons of stuff bookmarked, and half the time I forget I have it, or I just forget where I put it. So I've been organizing my bookmarks. I've got bookmarks for my banks. I've got a bookmark for my business related stuff. I got bookmarks for shop related stuff, like the database, the vehicle database that helps me repair or find information about, different vehicles that I may or may not be working on. Like different resources like that, websites that give you vital information. So I've been making files, little files on the top of the bookmarks bar that to organize and sort out all that stuff, so that when I need something, if I need something related to my business in general, I can just click on the business tab and it'll give me my long list of business related websites and web pages and PDFs and stuff that I use online. And the shop, I got one for my shop resources, rockauto.com, and maybe Napa, the Napa site, and MotorLogic, and different, automotive, stuff related to my shop. You have to know where that stuff is. It can save you a whole lot of time. If you can, oh, I need this, you can just click on a tab, scroll down, find it, do that. So, and it's the same with tools. I mean, it doesn't do you any good. It doesn't do you any good to have a job that you're working on and you need a tool, but you can't find it. Do you even have the tool? Sometimes I forget I even have it, and then later on when I don't need it anymore, I'll find it somewhere. So yeah, knowing your resources is an important part of saving time doing what you do. So you have to know where to find stuff. One of the things that we harped on people in the Marines a lot was having our gear, all of our gear, set up in the same way. Everybody has their first aid kits in the same spot. Yeah, everybody puts certain things in the same spot on their rucksacks or their backpacks, so that if the situation arises, if somebody else has to come to you and get something of yours, or if they need to assist you in some way, manner, or fashion, they know exactly where to go to get it. Like the first aid kit. They know exactly where the first aid kit is. They can just go there, because we always use that. If somebody is injured, we always use that person's first aid kit first before we use our own, because we might need it later on. So we use that person's first aid kit first. So we have to know where it is. And it's the same with gear, like I don't know, tarps and tents and different things like that in our rucksacks. So we were always trained to put everything in the same spot, so that we're all uniform and stuff like that. It got kind of frustrating once in a while, because maybe I didn't like putting something here, or maybe I wanted to put that over here and put something else in this spot right there. But so it got frustrating sometimes. But it's for a purpose. Everything has a purpose, especially with the military. And as hard as it may be to believe sometimes, everything they do has a purpose of some sort. So anyway, this is long enough. Yeah, I just wanted to shoot that quick video, give you an update on my new tool chest, and talk about resources. So this will be another post. And so in the meantime, go ahead and click on that little blue hyperlink down there in the description, or somewhere on the webpage, blog, what have you. Click on that and follow the instructions. Go ahead and do it. It'll be good for you. And this is Rich from theliftedlife.com, aka liftedoffroad.com. And I'm signing off. Have fun and be lifted. Later.